Good morning, my back. Here's the plan. Roof beams and perimeter walls. Along with the roof beams, we have an admission from the foreman that actually they're going to be finished a little earlier than they said. No surprise there. What could possibly go wrong? These guys are trying to encourage me to get on the rope. I have tried to explain I have no muscles.
Hey Mike, how's your day?
How's my day, Webb? My day is very good, sir. How is yours?
Good. Dahil init na ka.
Right then, let's get started. So, upstairs, roof beams.
Juanito is very blooming today.
Blooming?
Yeah. Yeah. Like a jungle.
I have no idea what that means. But today, the engineer has said that the foreman has told him that they will finish this earlier than they previously said. Today is the 9th of December. And up to now, all they would say is they would finish the roof beams before Christmas, which means that they would have done it by the 23rd of December because that's their last work day. Now, they have admitted they'll be done next week. So, lots of guys working up here, trying to meet that new prediction. I'm pretty sure they'll have no problem meeting that prediction. And then elsewhere, we'll go and have a look. Here at the front, where Ali and Nat have been working, they've stepped away momentarily. More forms going up on this gatepost. Still trying to find out whether the intention is to do the top beam across this section, and maybe even, I'd forgotten about this, on this other area of wall, might still be some work that might go on here. We'll find out. But most importantly here, we need to come back with a spirit level and probably a plumb bob and try and figure out whether both of these gateposts are now perpendicular, whether the anti-wonk measures that they took yesterday, which seemed to really just involve filling in, whether that has worked. Do we now have completely upright, straight, totally perpendicular gateposts? Watch this space. Ali's helping us here. So, not sure you can see it. Bubble right in the middle. Let's check another area. And here, it is straight. It is perpendicular. The bubble's right in the middle. And at the bottom of it, there's another bubble. And that's right in the middle as well. All good so far. One more side. And here we go. Side number 3. Right in the middle. And the same here. So there you go. They have anti-wonked it simply by bulking up with the mortar. They've corrected that gatepost. We haven't looked at this one because they haven't done those measures yet. They haven't used the plaster coat. Mortar, I'm not sure what the right terminology is. Somebody hopefully will tell me. So we've not checked this one yet. We'll come back when they've had a chance to do that. And here we are on the bit around the corner from the south wall. This is where they got to last night. So we will watch today and see how much further they can progress and see whether they get this up to height, which I'm fairly sure they will, and then whether they can get the forms onto this column and the tie beam in place at the top, and whether any of that gets poured. To do all of that might still be a little bit of a stretch, but we shall see. So let's have a look. We're about 2 and a little bit hours into the day. But let's see how far we've got with the upstairs beams, the roof beams, or ridge beams, I guess, are the ones on the outside. So this is where they did on day 1. And then they completed both sides and the cross section of the master suite, the master bedroom, the master bathroom and the walk-in closet. Looking on this side of the house, a lot more forms in place. Is anything else poured? It doesn't appear so, but let's just have a look down here. No, I see no more concrete. So they have done a lot more preparation, but not actually poured any more. So they did do a little bit yesterday, but all of this remains to be poured. And given that they've said next week, and today is Thursday, I reckon they're going to do all this in about 8 or 9 days. So that's the update for the roof beams looking from above. And we will try and get up there in a little while and have a closer look at some of the progress. But let's just take it up a little bit so you can get an overall view. So there you have it. There's the whole house. So far, relatively small amount poured, but a lot of preparation done. We have new signs. Thank you to Boyson. And number 2. I'll have to find out whether I'm authorised or not. Hopefully I am. And a 3rd. Signs going up everywhere. Marvellous. And look at this. We have a welding mask. There is, however, no guarantee they will use it, but we now have one. Right, it's plumb bob time. I'm not sure we're going to be able to see this, but we'll try. A little windy. It is a little windy, you're right. That doesn't help. We'll have to go away and look at this on the computer and see how it looks, but that does look pretty good to me. Okay, we'll try on this side. And again, very hard to make out. So I think that looks very good, but you tell me, when you're looking at it on a bigger screen, how is it? Right, wall around the corner bit, take 2. There is a bit more wind around here, and I, at some point a few weeks ago, lost the wind muffler on the little tiny microphone. So we are getting wind interference just here. Hopefully this is a little clearer than the first effort. Anyway, there's no one here. They've all gone. Well, 2 of them. Rico and brother-in-law Lito, that were working here, have headed to other places because the wall is up to height and the column is poured. They are not, it would seem, going to put in place the tie beam for this section until they come back at whatever moment that is and continue down this way. So they have moved. Let's go and find them. So over there is brother-in-law Lito, who's on the crew, and he is all on his lonesome as far as I can tell, but he's starting to dig out to sign pretty much where is the border of the property, which indicates that at some point in the not too distant future they're going to come back here and maybe start along this side. I'm not sure, although the way that he's digging, it might suggest that they're trying to get some kind of access to the pond water. We'll have to come back and see what's going on later. So, as was previously indicated, we're back on the north side, and they are going to extend this wall, which is basically facing towards the house, and they'll come across a little bit, in fact to roughly where the diggerator is and where they're putting stakes in the ground. And then they go up that way. So, north wall. I won't be able to say south wall anymore, at least not until they do go right back where we just came from, and there's a little bit more southerly facing wall to do. But this looks like it's going to be the focus now. On the north side, they have started to mark out the perimeter. Very hard to make out, so I'll have to go right in here, and you might be able to make out this yellow string. Hopefully you can see that. And basically, it heads off west. And they will have to get rid of, take your dizzy pills again, this tree and that tree. They may be able to leave the others in place. Not that it's an issue for us, except that the roots will continue to grow and might undermine the wall a little bit, so that's going to be a decision they'll have to make. So I'm back up near the pond again, but this is as far as I'm going, because a little while ago, while they were excavating over here, they found something. They found some eggs, and they're not chicken eggs. They're what are described to me as ebun burak. And I apologise if I've said that wrong. Could be barak. Which was translated initially as crocodile eggs. Basically, they are the eggs of what appear to be probably a rather large lizard. So I ain't going in there. But they will have to. They didn't catch the mummy. They just got the eggs. So mummy's still here somewhere. It's very nearly the end of the day, and they are pouring concrete again. So they're working over on the beams up there where JR in the green hat is pouring a bucket in now. That's at least the second time they've been pouring today. I think this beam at the west edge of the house, I think most, if not all of that, has been poured. So, although we haven't been up there, and I'm probably not going to go up there again today because I've got to head out very soon, they have been busy. I think quite a lot more of those roof beams have been poured. And they're still sticking concrete in buckets and pouring more. And we're 10 minutes to go. We are digging trenches. Well, we're not. Lito and Rico. And if I spin around, there'll be horrible sunlight, but bear with me. Ali here as well. All digging out the trench in preparation to start this section of the north wall. Right, the bell went 10 minutes ago, and no overtime today. They've all headed out, or they are. The last ones are heading out, apart from the overnight crew. I'm not going to go back upstairs again. We'll go and do that tomorrow. So that's the end of the day. That was the day in which the wall around the corner bit got finished, as far as it's going to be finished. They started work again on the north side perimeter wall, at least marking it out and digging the trench, or starting to dig the trench. We got straightened gateposts. Well, one. At least we got the confirmation that it was straight. The other one we will have to wait and see. And we got ebun barag. Still not sure I'm saying it right. Crocodile eggs. Well, lizard eggs. So that means I will be staying well away from that corner over by the pond. They, on the other hand, the crew that's staying here tonight, will have a supper of lizard eggs, amongst other things. And we also got new signs. I still don't know whether I am in fact authorised. I forgot to ask. So I'll have to check that tomorrow. We got a welding mask. It's all baby steps, but it's all good. You know, they might ignore the signs, they might not use the welding mask, but it just act as a reminder to everybody to try and be careful. It's a building site. It's dangerous. End of the day. We're done. See you tomorrow.